Hey, sixth grade, welcome back to our distant learning experience, and I hope you guys had a great experience with Career Day. It's one of my favorite days at Sandburg when we're there in person, and I love that they did this in a digital format so that you guys could also participate, even though we're not together. But if you learned something new and you're really excited to share about it, please email me, let me know what was exciting, and I would love to hear from you. So this week, we're starting to wrap up the school year. So what we normally do, our website project is our last project in the grade book, and then we normally just do some fun activities for you guys to participate in. So I have a whole list of things I'm going to walk you through, and I also want to talk about grades because I know a lot of you are interested and are curious about how that's going to affect you. So I made this little chart right here. You can also find on my website where it says final grade sample, but I already have it loaded. So I'm going to walk you through the grade sample. So here's a student who third quarter had 90% A minus. And in their third quarter grade, not grade book, but yeah, in the grade book and also on the report card, that's what it said. Okay, so think about your third quarter grade. Put it in your head right now. Okay, so some of us have an 85%, some of us have a 76%. So whatever that number is, you're going to need that number. Okay, so for fourth quarter, this is what your gradebook should kind of look like. So this student completed all 6 assignments. Now you're going to see right here where it says category. Category, it says practice and tutorial or check-in. So you're looking for the ones that say assignment. Those are the bigger ones that we had to really put a lot more time in. So here, I have 6 circles, and that means that they completed the assignment, so that means that they got credit. Okay, so what they're going to do, it says each assignment completed with CR, which stands for credit, is worth 1% to your third quarter grade. So we're going to add that 1%. So take your third quarter grade, so that number that you had to think about, and however many assignments you completed for fourth quarter that say CR next to it is going to be your final grade. Okay, so let's go through an example. This student, the sample one that I'm doing, had 90% plus he did his 6 assignments, so now he has a 6% added. So he will end with a 96% A. If he only did 4 out of the 6 assignments, he would end with a 94%, still an A. If they decided to do nothing, so they did not participate with distant learning whatsoever, or they did 0 of the assignments, maybe they did all the check-ins but didn't do any of the assignments, he would get a 0% added, so his grade will stay the same. Okay, so hopefully that will make sense with your grade. So your grade, this is just for my class, so I don't know how your other teachers are grading you. You can't apply this formula to all your classes. You have to see what your teachers decided. But for my class, that is what we're doing for your final grade. Okay, so you'll be seeing that by the end of this week, I'll send every kid a personal email saying, hey, this is what I have for you as your final grade. And then next week I will start to upload them into the system. Okay, so if you have any questions, or maybe you turned in something and I didn't catch it, you need to email me right away and let me know. Okay, so let's go on to this week's activities. This week, we are going to be focusing a lot on just some restaurant theme activities. So you guys did an amazing job with your website. I'm so proud of you. You pushed through, and hopefully you guys felt like you learned something new and just had fun with it. So today, Monday, actually, okay, so I'm filming this on Monday, but hopefully you're watching this video on Tuesday. But hopefully on Monday you enjoyed Career Day. And then Tuesday, which hopefully is today for you, today you are going to be starting to make a digital cookbook. And I'm going to show you why. I actually have an account with Shutterfly, and I'm very into making my own calendars, my own books. And this is a real life book that I have started. It's been a while since I have been working on it. It just takes a lot of work. So I'm actually making a cookbook from my mom's recipes, and I'm taking like the photos, and I have to practice making it with her and all that kind of stuff. So it's really fun, but a lot of work, and I thought it would be kind of cool if you guys could also pick some of your favorite recipes that your family does for you, or maybe recipes that you find on the television or Pinterest. So, first direction is to find a template that you like and decide what recipe you would like to write down. So, today is just really about deciding which program you want to use, what templates do you like, and just maybe focusing on one recipe that you can focus on. Okay, so right here it says template suggestions, Carnival slides. I found this background on there. Prezi, Google Slides. So we did a lot of this first semester. So if you didn't have me first semester, um, it's okay. We just try your best and do your best to have fun with it. And hopefully you did use it in your other classes, history. I'm sure you made a slideshow at some point. So really it's just a slideshow that you guys can make this book on. And then the recipes, they could be from your family, it could be from a cooking show, Pinterest. So all you have to do today on Tuesday is to just decide what it is that you want to create. And then first semester, we also learned how to make a budget sheet, and we use Google Sheets to do that. So before you go out and buy items, you don't even have to go buy anything. It's just more hypothetical. For Wednesday, your job is going to be to create your budget sheet, and you're going to list out what meal you want to make this week, or you don't even have to. Maybe you can just go through and rummage through your pantry or fridge and just see what you guys have. And I want you to write it down. You can open up a Google Sheet, list out the items that you need, and I also want you to write down the pricing. So even if it's already pre-bought or whether you have to go out and buy it, I want you guys to see how prices are affected by that in a good way, or sometimes it could be more than we thought. So feel free to use the items that you already have, and how you're going to do that. Again, you're going to, so I just opened a new tab. I go here to my little waffle options here and click on Sheets. And if you don't have this, you can always write this down on a piece of paper. You can open up a Google Doc, but the whole idea is that you list out the item. So if I needed, even if I was doing cereal and milk, so I'm going to need cereal and milk. Okay, so how much is it going to be? Actually, I haven't really bought cereal in a long time. So maybe $5 for a box? I have no idea. And milk, that one, probably $3. Okay, so then you can make a list. And some of you are going to have a lot more on this list, but we also learned that we can add the sum here. So you're going to go here, add the sum, and it will calculate it for you. Now, if I go back and realize that cereal is actually $4, I can go back and change it, and the sum will automatically change because I added that calculation. So that's a little bit what we learned, just to kind of give you a refresher right there. Okay, so that is Wednesday. Let's go to Thursday. So Thursday, you're going to actually start adding your recipe to your slideshow. And so it says on Tuesday, you hopefully decided which recipe you want to record. So today you'll write it down, the directions, the ingredients. So that really takes a while. That's the part that I'm having a hard time getting my book done. So I have some of the ingredients. Actually, what do I have? I have some ingredients and directions down on some of them. But if you can just focus on one slideshow, and it doesn't have to be fancy like this, it's more kid-friendly, feel free to do it that way. Okay. And then Friday. This is probably the one I'm looking forward to most from you guys. So see if you can make one meal for or with your family today. It could be breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, or dessert. So see if you can work on something. And then you're going to take some time to transform your eating area wherever you guys decide to eat and turn it into a restaurant for the day. And the last thing is take a photo and submit it by email to your teacher, so to me. And I want to see if you were able to get creative. Maybe you can look up a YouTube video and learn how to fold a napkin in a certain way. Maybe you pull out some nice fancy forks. I don't know, we used to have fancy forks, but well, maybe your families don't want you to do that. But see what they're willing to let you kind of have fun with and play with and just kind of transform that. I used to like dim the lights a little bit and play some Frank Sinatra music and just make it a little bit old fashioned as I was eating my spaghetti. So I used to be kind of a weird kid. But, anyways, I just like to have fun and I want to share that with you guys too. And if you guys can share a photo of you guys doing that, that would be so fun for you and for me to see what you guys come up with. So those are the activities this week. This is not going in the grade book. I know that's something that some of you will automatically ask again. It's not, but I really encourage you to participate if this was the last day of school or the last weeks of school. You would be doing this in class with me, and we'd be finding a way to have you guys engaged, and hopefully, even through distant learning, you're still able to do that. So if you have any questions about grades or this week's activities, please reach out and let me know. My website's still going to be updated every day. I'll post a picture of the slide that goes with the day, and I will continue to reach out to the ones that I need to. And next week, I will also be sending out our final video. So I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. All right, see ya. Bye.